So did the Victorians eat ancient Egyptian mummies? Let's go for part 2. First, we're going to talk about bitumen. Bitumen is a sticky black and highly viscous liquid or semi-solid form of petroleum. It is actually better known by the name of asphalt. It can be found in natural deposits, or it can be made as a refined product, which we know as pitch. I feel like the two more common ways that we hear about this is through the words asphalt and pitch. It's very similar to tar, but it's not exactly the same. So nowadays it is primarily used in road construction, but one of the ways it was used in the ancient world was as a medicine. Ancient civilizations found bitumen in various places around the Near East, like in the Dead Sea and Iran. Arab medical scholars in the 8th and 11th centuries called it mumia, spelled Mummiya, which is where a lot of this confusion is going to start from. These physicians used it as salves for cuts, bruises, bone fractures, and as an internal medicine for stomach ulcers and tuberculosis. Now, in ancient Egypt, bitumen was not used as a medicine, but was used as glue, mortar, or for waterproofing in some ways. Although some ancient scholars that said that it was used in mummification rituals, this has been debated for over 100 years. In 2016, scholars tested 91 materials from 39 mummies dating from 3200 BCE to 395 BCE. That's pretty much the entire range of ancient Egyptian history. They found that bitumen was not used until the New Kingdom, around 1250 to 1050 BCE, and then was extensively used in the Ptolemaic and Roman periods. That's going to be that last kind of period of ancient Egyptian history. Now, this is probably because the ancient Egyptians didn't have a very close natural source of the bitumen in Egypt. The closest ones were in the Levant, in the Near East, which are relatively close, but up until the New Kingdom, there wasn't that much expansion of Egyptian territory until that New Kingdom, which makes sense why bitumen starts getting imported and used in mummification rituals. So the way that ancient Egyptians used this bitumen with mummification rituals was they used it as a balm that was rubbed into the skin of the deceased. This was probably in a way to make it a faster mummification, or it could have been used to change the color of the body to black. And this fits with the later funerary traditions of the color black being associated with regeneration, rebirth, and resurrection. By darkening the body, they could be transformed into the god Osiris, who is sometimes depicted with that black skin of rebirth, resurrection, and regeneration. Now that we know that the Egyptians used bitumen on mummies in the second half of Egyptian history, in the next video, I'm going to talk about the medieval mumia itself and where a lot of this confusion gets started.